Good morning, happy Monday, first day of school, August 7th, yes. If you are new here, my name is Brianna from A Bubbly Classroom, and I show a little bit of every day here in second grade. Today is first day of school, and I worked out this morning. It's 6:40, kids come at 7:10, so I am just putting my face on. I just dry shampooed my hair. I brought my curling wand to like touch it up, but I just don't think we're gonna have time. I think we're just gonna have to let it roll because I want to finish this makeup real quick and then just make sure I am ready for the day because I did not look at anything this weekend. I did download a couple of things from TPT that I had that I forgot about, and then I remembered and I was like, oh, okay, I need to download that because I don't want to forget. Just some like get to know you activities. I'll share those later. But I've got my morning slide pulled up, got my music going, got the lamps on, got a coloring sheet out. We're just gonna ease on in. It is 4:45 and I'm just walking around here like I got nothing to do. I just sent out like a first day email and printed some stuff for tomorrow, reviewed my dismissal for tomorrow, and like updated that because some of them like to do like maybe carpool on the first day, but then like go to their regular dismissal starting day 2. So just went through and updated that and printed it. And then I've got like supplies everywhere, but honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna leave it, like maybe tackle it tomorrow during, maybe try to tackle it tomorrow during specials. We'll see. But it's also like really bad storms out there right now, so I'm also like, or do I just start doing stuff and like wait out these storms? I don't really know what to do. But also, I'm so ready to get out of here. Fabulous first day. We read some of my favorites today. We read, oh, I put them out for the other kids to read. We read School's First Day of School by Christian Robinson, my favorite book to read on the first day of school. And then we read Our Class is a Family, and we made a chart. It is not pretty. It is, we did it together. It is what it is. It has lots of beautiful things written on it, and that's what matters. And we talked about what we want our classroom to be, and then how would that look. So that's everything that they came up with. Over dismissal together and talked about that. We took a tour of the building. We practiced coming to the carpet, going back to the carpet, how I called tables down, how I called tables to leave. We did our 95 phonics day 1 lesson. We did a number talk for math, and then we went over the agendas. I showed them the agenda, taught them how to use it. We filled in for today. Their homework was bring a snack tomorrow and to play or rest, depending on what they felt like they needed after the first day of school. Then we wrote in our first day of school, I don't even know where I got this from. Y'all, it's so old and has been, it's been through it. So we wrote what our favorite thing about the first day of school was. And that feels like that's basically all we got through today, not even kidding. Tomorrow I plan to read Teal and talk about acceptance and being part of our classroom community and what that looks like. So similar to that chart, but probably like what makes a good classmate, what makes a friend, stuff like that. I'll probably introduce kindness tomorrow. I need to print new shout outs. I have no shout outs. And then we have this little, in the morning when they come in, they can, now they've got their, oh, we got book bins set up, taught them how to book shop, taught them how to find a spot. We did 10 minutes of reading stamina, so that was awesome. And then this morning they had that little coloring sheet as a choice. Tomorrow they can read, they can do the coloring sheet, or they can do the back to school word search. And then we will go over our, this is like it has my school over here, so. But like our pause expectations chart, and probably what I'm gonna do is maybe like one of these a day. Like we'll start with the classroom and I'll put them into like groups maybe. And like one group can talk about safety. Okay, for safety in the classroom, it's maintain personal space, and like do a little picture and of what that looks like together and present it. And then another group can do, okay, wise choices is respecting classroom property. What does that look like? Awesome attitude is using good manners. What does that look like in the classroom? And then they can share their posters. If I break it down by box like that, we could probably do 8 groups, and then you only have like 2 to 3 in a group, which is kind of nice. So we'll probably do that. And then for math tomorrow, we're gonna do this. I did a whiteout and fix some of these. Like some of these were like my head circumference, and again, I don't even know where this came from. This is a mess also, but this is just the rough draft. And then the final draft, so I mean, you can literally make your own on a piece of paper like that. It's number of pets, my birthday, number of sports I play, number of family members, number of books I want to read, number of students in our class, letters in my name, my favorite number, and they do a little picture of themselves in the middle. And then on Wednesday, we'll do like the poster version with those numbers, so then they'll make it like nice and pretty. I might actually have them do it up and down so that it's easier to like hang up in the hallway maybe, I'm not really sure. This Find Someone Who, these are fun. This is by Jennifer Finley. So we'll probably do that tomorrow as a movement activity. Oh, today we did some of the Would You Rathers. Let me show you that real quick. Some of these, and I just had them, like if you agreed with this one, you walk to this side of the room. This one, you walk to this side of the room. And this was really great because we practiced, it was after we talked about like our classroom, and we talked about how we want it to be a safe space. So that includes walking and giving each other personal space. So literally I just went through like some of these, and we can do some more tomorrow, but these are really fun. Good morning. It is Tuesday, August 8th, like 6:20, and I came really early. I'm like the first one down here on my hallway because I gotta go to the copy room. I did not do that yesterday afternoon when I left. I should say yesterday evening because lordy, I was here lady. But I wanted to make a few copies of stuff for today, and then I want to make their pencil challenge pencils with their numbers on it this morning. I left those out for myself. And then I thought there was something else I wanted to do. I don't remember. Still have supplies like everywhere, but honestly, plans for next week is gonna take priority. I was gonna work on that during specials, but forgot we have a faculty meeting this afternoon. Hopefully it's not too long, but I probably need to do plans during specials because I can deal with these supplies anytime. Y'all, I was feeling so defeated, but I have prevailed with the lights under the board. I ordered this little 12-volt AC adapter plug. Since I cannot find mine anywhere, I just ordered another plug. Plugged it in, didn't work. I forgot I had this old set that somebody gave me, plugged it into that, couldn't get it to work. I'm like, I've got power to the cord's plugged into the lights. Why are the lights not working? I've literally spent days and days and days trying to get these working. Didn't realize on the back of the plug, I unplugged the plug and was like, let me try to plug it in the wall instead of an extension cord. On the back of the plug, it was on 3 volts when I bought it. You have like this little key and it turns up to 12 volts. I had to put it on 12 volts for it to work. I'm ready to go be an electrical engineer apparently. But that just gave me the boost I needed because I was feeling very defeated. And now I'm like, I'm gonna drink some of this Celsius. I really don't like this. However, I don't drink coffee, so that is my caffeine source for now to get through these days. And I feel ready to take something on. I don't know. Is it gonna be the supplies? Is it gonna be plans for next week? What's it gonna be? It's exactly 5:30 and that's when I'm supposed to leave. So I got through all the supplies, which was perfect, and had some left over. I left them over here of various things for the specials teachers because they don't get classroom supplies. So we try to share things like Clorox wipes, tissues, stuff like that with them at the beginning of the year. So I put that there for them to come take what they need tomorrow. I'll share a little bit more about what we're doing tomorrow, but I gotta get out of here because they're gonna be kicking me out. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is August 9th and it's about 6:30. I got here about 15 minutes ago and got changed, got cleaned up, put some dry shampoo in my hair and brushed it out. And so I'm gonna run down to the copy room before other people get here and make a couple copies for today, and then I will come back and do my makeup and get my morning started. All right, we have had a good morning. We had a fire drill, and then we went right to specials. And when they get back, I'm just putting morning kits out on everyone's desk because I told them I'm gonna give them like 5 minutes or so to use the morning kits, teach them like how they're for one person, they're for when you're done with all of your morning to-do list of like getting ready for the day, and then show them how we clean them up and put them away, that kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna pass these all out, let them play for a little bit, and then we will start reading. We're gonna read Chester's Way today, one of my faves. And what are we doing after that? Chester's Way. And we're gonna do the directed drawing of Chester, choose our favorite character, and explain why they're our favorite character on this little part. Those end up super cute to hang up. And then we will have Haggerty, phonics. Then for math, we are focusing on turning tally charts into pictographs and bar graphs and dot plots. Okay, and then I have a little early finisher for them. Subtraction. Thinking they'll be able to do that. We'll see how it goes. And then we'll do a little get to know you. I think we'll get to this today. And then we'll do our third day of second grade writing. And that's about it. Good morning. Happy Thursday, August 10th. I am gonna put my face on and I'll chat with you real quick. Yesterday, I completely left you hanging because I got, that's thunder if you can hear that. It's supposed to storm this morning, but hopefully it'll be fine this afternoon. We have ice cream social this afternoon from 4 to 6. Our PTO provides ice cream and all the families come. It's really fun. Okay, yesterday. Yeah, I got run out of here. I stayed and finished up plans for next week. My team usually runs more of like a shared planning situation where like each person plans something. But because we have 3 new people, and we've had a lot going on this week. I said I'll go ahead and plan next week, and then next week we'll work a little bit more closely together, planning together, and we'll do that for a few weeks to kind of get them in the groove of like how we plan stuff, and then we'll be able to like share it a little bit more effectively. But for now, I said I would take that on. One of my teammates is planning math, who has been here, and another teammate is planning the 3rd grade math, which she and I also teach. So I planned, finished up everything else. Okay, enough of that. Can you hear that? Oh my gosh. I hope it's not doing that very long. Kids will start getting here in like 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's really bad. Let me wait a second. All right, still raining, but not as bad. When I left the gym, I could see like the lightning in the sky. I was like, oh, that's gonna be bad. Okay, yesterday we read Chester's Way, one of my favorites. I have the book and I put it out for them to read, but the Storyline online version is so well done, so I do show them that. And then we did this Chester's Way directed drawing, and then on the bottom they wrote which one was their favorite character and why, so Chester, Wilson, or Lily. And then I hung these up in the hallway, but they're actually gonna get replaced as soon as what we start today is finished. Then during math, we did just some bar graph stuff and pictograph stuff. It actually worked out, so I showed like a random, it's not random, but it's like from our district slides. I showed a bar graph or a pictograph, and then I had them like think, pair, share about first what they notice, and then we talked about like what we wonder. So we talked about the parts of a graph or chart, and then so they would notice things like, I see pizza has the most votes, I see nachos has 3 more votes than hamburger, whatever. And then for the notice, we talked about things like, I wonder what the scale is for this, like how many does each picture count, or I wonder, it says lunch choices on Monday, I wonder why they chose Monday, or why, you know. So that was really good. And then I had them practice doing like just like a front and back worksheet on pictographs and bar graphs, and I had them work on it with a partner. The biggest goal was seeing how they do with partner work, and then teaching them like where to turn stuff in was kind of the point of that. It was a pretty basic activity. And then when they were done, I just put out some early finishers like color by numbers, addition, subtraction, stuff like that they could choose from. Just getting them in the habit of looking up at the board. Here's my to-do list. Here are my choices when I'm done. This is where my paper goes when I'm done. That kind of stuff. And then today we're going to do a birthday graph together, just like a get to know you type of thing. And then we've got some like county stuff that we're supposed to do. This is actually Georgia DOE stuff, but we'll practice asking a question, tallies, totals, and then they will turn it into a bar graph and a pictograph. And then I'll have another, I might have them try this independently, turning it in. For reading, we're gonna read Chrysanthemum. We look at like Kevin Henkes. We look at his website. His website is actually really good. It's a great like little author study for the first week. And let me show it to you. Here is his website, and we'll watch the little biography on him. You can look at some of the other books he's written. And then I do like how you can look at just mouse books, so we can see all the different characters that we've been reading about. And then we talk about how if you like a book, like when we read Chester's Way, if you really like that book, you can look at the author and go find more books written by the author, and you might like those too. Just a little, for when they go to the media center and stuff, and they go to check out books, it's like, if you like a book, well, find out who wrote it, and maybe you're gonna like their other books too. It might give you like kind of a jumping off point for books to choose. The last big thing we'll do today is the Guess Who project. If I can find any of this stuff or all of this stuff, I will link it. But like some of these people didn't have their names on it and had it for a long time. Oh, the Education Center. I'll see if I can find that. So first thing I do is I give them this and we brainstorm what are some facts we could say about ourselves, some clues we could give to people to have them guess who we are. Things like my favorite color is, my birth month is, my favorite sport is, I like to play something, I like to go my favorite place in the world, whatever. Their favorites, things about them. I am blank years old. We talk about how like we want to give clues, but we don't want to give it away. Then I'll give them the arm to color. This part will get cut out and hold the paper on this side. This little hand will hold the paper on this side. And then we do their face. This can be a challenge. I like to put this under the document camera and kind of direct them through it a little bit. And then we talk about if you have longer hair, you're gonna wanna add that, and I show them how to do that. And if you have shorter hair, you're gonna wanna add that before you start cutting, because you're gonna wanna cut around your hair. If you have a better head with hair piece, I know people make them on TBT, like heads and hair pieces that you can like color and cut out separately and glue together. That might be a better idea depending on your grade or kids. Sometimes this can be a little challenging and sometimes friends want to start over. So we'll do that, and this goes out in the hallway because when parents come for like our curriculum night, these are in the hallway and it's fun for the parents to go through and try to guess which one is their kid. Last thing we did was finish our Math About Me posters, and I probably won't be hanging these up. I'm probably gonna let them share them and then send these home because I meant to have us do them this way so I can hang them up easier. When they're like this, it's really hard. So if you do something like this, have them do it this way. And now I'm ready for the day. Kids will be here in like 15 minutes. Good morning. I totally left you guys hanging, so I'm gonna wrap this one up and then we'll jump into this week. I left on Thursday and went to the ice cream social. And then on Friday, I was like running like crazy trying to get out of here at a decent time because my mom and sister were in town. So on Friday, I basically just wrapped up all of like the first week of second grade stuff we were doing. We wrapped up like our little booklet. They finished their Guess Who's, their little Chester's Way craft. If you do that Guess Who project, I will link this below. I can't remember who it's from, but I will link it. So I kind of just skipped through this. The activity that we have, it already has like the head drawn for them. I skipped through this. So we go through and start with the eyes. And then we talk about coloring our eyes, eyebrows, nose, mouth. And then I kind of just put this up there so they can kind of choose what hair they want. Talk about the forehead. And then we talk about coloring. That helps so much when they're doing like a blank head, because a lot of times they'll do the eyes like way too small for like the size of the head. So doing it step by step kind of helps the proportions of everything when they're drawing their faces. So we got that done on Friday. And then I got our one side. I already had this side made from last year, so I will make the other side. I got another one of these to do on the other side for this year. So I will show y'all that in the next video. But I hope y'all have a wonderful first week of school. If you haven't had it yet, or if you've already had it, we survived. And let's do it again next week. Bye.